you see for AI in the future, especially from this vantage point, this unique vantage point we're in right now?
The connection is in the stories we tell each other and the way we interact.
What it was that was so powerful, and it was the stories.
The stories and the dreams. And so to me, the fundamental thing is the principles.
Back to basics, telling each other stories and building on those stories of hopes.
How do and can we be the embodiment of these principles, these stories?
Well, I think, so the appreciative bit is the heart, the inquiry bit is the mind, and together we can have a wholehearted connection, a wholehearted conversation.
Know more about what's happening in communities and taking more of a social responsibility.
Rethink the capabilities of at-risk and targeted students across communities. So asking children, asking adults, asking educators.
We need to bring in new people, young people who are really so anxious to do this.
We need to have youth. They are the present and they are the future.
Children are put to severe levels of stress, and the joy of learning and knowing and discovering is somehow diminished because of the way our education actually unfolds.
I found kind of a framework for fundamentally what I believed about the ways in which we might work in education.
My dream is to see some version of appreciative inquiry in every K through 12 curriculum.
My hope for the future of AI is to have an accelerated revolution for positive change.
More emphasis on co-constructing everyday conversations.
How do we do that when the country, the world is in pain?
Everyone in this forum, have done something about it, but can we do more of that in the field of social justice and equality?
A whole system inquiry in this age has to mean something different, beyond an organization, including society, including all the environmental, economic, social issues.
We spend so much time holding things up and not willing to let it just crumble, then we can't rebuild.
To be alive at the moment is remarkable, because I think the transformation of our society, a combination of COVID, the economic and Black Lives Matter, has actually said, this is a time of justice.
Bringing appreciative inquiry into the discussion around race.
This summit was to look at what was going on in South Carolina around its race disparities. And I said to them, I would like for you to come prepared to tell a story or to share the vision that you have for the South Carolina of your heart. Game changer.
And we dared ask them, and this was really quite a daring question, and that was to ask the children what they enjoyed the most about living in the street. As it turned out, they enjoyed a lot about living in the streets. They found everything that they didn't have. They came from broken homes. They found everything you would normally find in a family situation in the street.
What's working? What's even better look like? And how do we get there? You just ask people, share their successes, do it in stories, do it in pictures, and pictures were eye-opening to us.
Whenever things cross organizational boundaries, there are communication errors, errors of misunderstanding, and so on. And when the things that are crossing organizational boundaries are patients, the issues are magnified. People that could not just come to work, but people that could come to work on work.
He had struggled with depression all of his life and had also been suicidal. And I met with him, and a couple of months later I get a call and he says, I would love to meet with you. This has changed my whole life.
From my heart, thank you so much for spending this time with us and telling your stories.